Happy Sunday, everyone. It is Sunday, the 28th. Yeah, 28th of July. And over here in the UK, we're all familiar with a certain story that's come up. There's been a story of a seagull that has snatched someone's pet chihuahua. I believe it was out of a garden. A chihuahua named Gizmo. And we're all led to believe that this seagull swallowed the poor dog whole. Now, either that was a really small dog or it was a really big seagull. You know, it's one or the other. But what people, it's frustrating. Basically, this should not come as a surprise. The reason why it shouldn't come as a surprise, because just like in the video description, not the description, the video title, sorry, seagulls are nature's assholes. Yes, they are. Seagulls are nature's arseholes. They're even portrayed as arseholes in Finding Nemo. Think about that. You know, it's just why this has to be on the news. I don't know. Every time I go on Facebook, there's a new thing about seagulls. Tell me something I don't know. Seriously, you go down the seaside, you know, you go Brighton, you go anywhere on the coast in this country where there's going to be seagulls. What's the first thing they do? Hover around anyone with food. They will hover around anyone with food. They will take food from people. It happens. Unfortunately, this time there was an even bigger arsehole than usual, and this seagull snatched a dog. I mean, it's not an eagle, it's not a falcon, it's not exactly a bird of prey. It is just an arsehole. So I think what we can learn from this, okay, is if your dog is small and you know seagulls are in your area and you have a garden, don't let it outside unless it's on an extendable lead. You know, I've got a dog. It's a relatively biggish dog. I've got a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. You know, if I had a garden, I'd let him out on the lead. But anything smaller than a cat, to be fair, I think it's fair to say now, seagulls don't care. They don't seem to think, hang on a minute, that's an animal. I'm not going to eat that. No, they'll see something and go food. Because seagulls are assholes. Seriously, they shit everywhere. They hover around food. They are noisy. They're horrible creatures. You know, and they can be quite big. It's, you know, seagulls are what seagulls are. So please, whoever keeps posting stories on seagulls on social media, please stop. I'm not adding to the situation, to be fair. I'm not helping matters by doing this video right now. But there has to be surely something more to talk about other than seagulls being evil. We know they're evil. You start wondering that maybe things are put on social media as a distraction for what's actually going on in the world. You know, we've got Boris Johnson, who's as thick as a plank in this country now, running the country. To be fair, it was either out of a plank or an even bigger plank, and I'm not sure whether we got the better or the lesser of the two evils. I genuinely don't know. You know, all I can say is I think this seagull thing is a massive distraction from whatever else is going on. You know, it's like Boris Johnson, from personal experience, I can tell you now, he wrecked this city, you know, and he lost his office to yet another muppet who is wrecking this city. Massive deficit with TfL, thanks to Boris Johnson and Sadiq Khan at helping matters. Maybe if people were reporting on social media things that actually matter, then there won't be so much shit on social media. Don't you reckon? Maybe it's just me having a rant. I'm just sick to death. Every time I excuse me. Every time I scroll through social media, I see seagull stole my dog. Dog leg found on roof. Yeah, that was a thing. Dog leg found on roof. Fears for Gizmo's life after being snatched by seagull. Can't find him. Is he dead or isn't he? He's gone. The dog is no more. It's more than likely sitting on your roof as shit as we speak. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a complete heartless bastard. Losing your dog is like losing it is losing a member of the family. It's a sad, sad thing to happen to anyone. But it isn't a case of, oh, you know, seagulls, like there's something strange with seagulls, something's happening to seagulls. No, seagulls are all the same. They're all opportunistic assholes, and they'll carry on being opportunistic asshole birds. There's nothing different they're eating other than dog. You know, there's nothing in the water that's changing them. There's nothing in the air that's changing them. Seagulls have always been arseholes. They will always be arseholes. I think now it just means that dog is now on the menu. So there we go. That's what I'm saying on this matter. It's a short but sweet video. Rant over.